Alright guys, so I'm bringing you another Wi-Fi battle here. This is another untiered battle. We're kind of just bringing whatever we want at this point, and these battles are a lot more fun per se compared to trying to prep for like overuse and things like that. Cause like, I don't know, I just like being freelance and whatnot. But I'm gonna lead off here with my Suicune as my opponent goes into his Cineroar. So we do take the Intimidate there, as I expected. That's why I didn't want to lead with my Staraptor, because then I would have had to take a Fake Out as well. So I'm going to send my Staraptor in to intimidate him so he can do less damage on the Fake Out, because I don't want to take a lot of damage on my Suicune. I want to keep it as healthy as possible. So I try to go for the U-turn, but my opponent does use Protect to scout out and see what I'm gonna do there. So assuming that he is going to switch out into another Pokemon, I throw in my Suicune here, my big old trusty fat boy. And so he does go into his Empoleon, knowing that he's not going to be able to do much to us here. I go for the substitute, and then I can go ahead and start setting up my Calm Minds and see what we can do with that. And see, Quick Claw Empoleon, that's something I've actually never seen that. So seeing the item for the first time in so long, it actually kind of had me a little shook. I feel like with my sub Calm Mind Suicune, I should use another item. If you think that there's a better item than Leftovers to run, I believe I'm good on both. I have HP and defense investment on this Suicune. So if you think there's a better item, I want to say like a berry or something like that, that would be good for this set to make it 10 times better than Leftovers, then just go ahead and leave a comment, because I really want to like get some broken mons going in here, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I think that the Drill Peck is the only move that he has to hit us to actually do something to us. Cause I was actually trying to figure out why he was clicking Drill Peck so many times. And so I know that Suicune's really not an offensive mon like that, but Shadow Ball only doing that much at I think +2, +3, it burns my soul. And so here I figure that I can start going for Scalds to try and get the burn, because that means that he's really not going to do anything to our substitute. So that's really my game plan here. And luckily I do get the Scald. I would have been sad if I didn't get the Scald here, because the way that I was thinking about it was that I wanted to get a substitute set up and get rid of the Empoleon so that I can still have a sub when the next mon comes in, because the next mon is probably going to be Medicham, and I want my sub to take the Fake Out so that I can get some damage off on it. Been on some woke shit lately, yo. But yeah, so he's gonna be at 1 HP. Thank God his Quick Claw didn't activate, so we can go ahead and take it out. So my opponent does send their Medicham in, just as I expected, and it actually surprised me. He told me that he did not have Fake Out on this set. So if I had known that sooner, then I could have played this game way better, because I honestly almost threw the game to this Medicham. And so he does take my sub. I go for the Scald, and I was hoping for a burn, because if it got burned, it could literally do nothing to us. Well, yeah, kinda sorta. Pure Power is hella strong. but with the burn it would be easier to manage per se. So I kind of switched this in because I forgot that Mega Metacham was so fucking strong. So I basically threw in my Gastrodon to die for like little to no reason, but it did give me a free switch into my Metacham. But he does pull the switch out into his Incineroar, gets the Intimidate off on me, and I had went for Fake Out, so it's not gonna do that much damage. My PC was being a little crappy today, so if things look a little more choppy, then yeah, like my frames were so bad today, I hate it. But yeah, I go back into my Kamikaze right here and get the Intimidate off as he goes for another Fake Out. Gonna do little to no damage there. And I think this, I don't know, like I get like VGC Incineroar vibes off this. But like I know that this Incineroar set can do like hella work. So yeah, like it kind of, I don't know, it kind of intimidated me a bit. But here I do go for the U-turn just to get off a little more damage, because I figured that he would want to switch out. I didn't know it was going to be into the Porygon 2 though. Porygon 2 is like one of the Pokemon that I hate the most. Like, because everyone runs Eviolite and it's so fat and bulky, and I just hate it, man. And so here I don't even waste time going for the Fake Out. Like I just want to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. So even at -1, High Jump Kick is going to KO the Incineroar from full HP. And here we have Mudsdale. I could have tried 1v1ing this thing, but it really wouldn't work out knowing how defensive the Mon is, and I'm at -1 and it gets stamina. So that would not be a wise choice. So I went ahead and swapped out into my Rotom here. And I think he didn't want to take a Leaf Storm or anything, but I went ahead and fired up the Will-O-Wisp because just in case he stayed in and had a move for me, I wanted to make sure I burned it, because if the Mudsdale was burned, then it really couldn't do anything at that point. But I do burn the Porygon too, which is good because then the only recovery it has is wasting a turn on the move Recover. And I'm gonna switch out because I really don't want to take a Toxic on my Rotom. And I swap into my Delphox. And he goes for a Trick Room, but like, dude, oh my gosh, like Delphox is, I don't know, this Mon is so slept on. Like this is the first time I actually use this. Like I acquired it some time ago, but I actually never used it in battle before. And so I fire off the Shattered Psych because this is probably going to be one of my favorite Z movers if I do continue to use this Mon often. And I know Mudsdale's particularly not a special defensive Mon, I don't think so, but we do KO it. And I originally had wanted to nuke the shit out of the Porygon, but my opponent did switch out there. And so I switch out because I don't want to take a potential Earthquake under Trick Room conditions, because then Delphox is one of my only answers to the Mons he has in the back, I think. But anyways, I went into my Kamikaze because I wanted to get the Intimidate off. I didn't think that this would be a special set. So yeah, it actually, he finessed me there. And so my Staraptor does go down, and I go back into my Delphox. It's just weird. He could have like used Ancient Power on me, but I don't think it would have killed, so that's probably why he switched out. But anyways, I went for the play and I clicked Fire Blast. Damn, that's like, I don't know, like, is like, for Eevee Violet Porygon, that does like a fat bit of damage, yo. I don't know, like Delphox is kind of clean. And so here, I see this is where it starts to get to me. Like I wish I knew that this Medicham didn't have fake out, because then my Suicune would have been fine too. And it's just that because I'm so used to playing with standard sets and whatnot, since I usually go on Showdown and stuff, whenever I can't find battles and stuff, it's, yeah, like I don't know, it's so off-putting. But I do go for the fake out. He switches back into his Tangrowth. I'm just gonna fire off a high jump kick. I really don't care at this point. Like whatever, it's gonna take a lot of damage anyways, but it does get the KO. And so his last mon is the Medicham. And because I went a whole game without showing my fake out, so I pretty much thought that he was doing the same thing, and I almost threw the game just because of that. And so we literally live on 12 HP off a high jump kick. I don't know if that was a roll or anything, but we're gonna go ahead and finish off the game with a psychic from our Delphox boy. But yeah, like that game was fun. Like I actually felt good playing that game. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.